Hello everyone, and welcome back to the second chapter review of Fairy Tail on the channel so far, and today we're going to be talking about the Battle of Naked, chapter 457. Now, as I imagine, a lot of you will probably think that this is a troll chapter or something. Actually, the Battle of Naked was a very interesting chapter, despite being a mostly naked-ish battle. Honestly, it wasn't even that much of a battle. It was more of an insane showdown with the lady Brandish, who is ridiculously infatuated by Lucy for some reason, and we also come to find out that Brandish, well, yeah, just kind of takes a shot in the dark, like, are you Layla's daughter? Which is, of course, Lucy's mother, who was not brought up for a long while now. In fact, Lucy's parents haven't been brought up for ages, because, well, they both passed away and everything. Now, to talk about this briefly, I want to say, is she just, like, crazy infatuated by Layla? Because Heartavilla is was a high-ranking family. They were rich. They were, I assume, influential and stuff as well. But did they actually go to the Alvarez Empire at one point? Because Brandish also goes to say that she doesn't really know that much about the other continent, like the news, the actual magazines and stuff where Lucy has appeared in. Because Lucy was like, maybe you know me from the Sorcerer magazine, where I was a gravure model and stuff, where I was a reporter, but nope, that was not the case at all, because they don't get that over in the Alvarez Empire. That was not a thing at all. She also had no clue about the Grand Magic Games, which is a little bit insane, because that is a big festival and everything. That's a big thing, but then again, it's a big thing for the Eastern Continent, and apparently not a thing for them at all. So it's very closed off to actually what gets to them, like what news gets to them. And I really want to say that it has to be some sort of infatuation on the case of Brandish, because she finds Lucy cute, she finds her, I don't know, I don't know exactly what Brandish finds her, but in the bath she tells her, like, oh, you're actually not that cute, do you mind putting this on? And she hands her a pair of cat ears, and Lucy's like, what, excuse me? And then she puts them on, and you're like, oh my god, cuteness overload. She is a really weird and impulsive person, and the more we see of Brandish, the more of her crazy personality, the more I like her, because she, well, yeah, she has insecurities and everything. We've seen that with the other Spriggans as well, and she has a clear, weird infatuation with Heartavilla for some reason, with Lucy's mother, which I have no clue, like, what could she possibly have to do with Layla? I really have no clue. Layla was also a celestial mage. She was a celestial spirit mage, but what could she possibly have to do with it? I have no links just yet with Brandish, the Eastern Continent, and actually having met Layla. Like, maybe they went over to the Alvarez Empire when it was in more stable times, as a sort of trip or something, vacations of sorts, and of course Lucy resembles her mother very much, because it's her mother, of course, and yeah, Brandish is finally putting it together, like, you are Layla's daughter, aren't you? And that kind of spooks Lucy. And the crazy thing about this as well, by the way, the Battle of Naked, Lucy tried to actually strike, because she was thinking to herself, of course, if I can take out one of the 12, and arguably one of the strongest of the 12 Spriggans, here right now, it would be so good for Fairy Tail, for the entire Eastern Continent, for the entire battle in general, for the world pretty much. And yeah, she tried to strike, and then Brandish just hit her with, like, are you Layla's daughter by chance? And then she throws her that fucking really evil gaze. And it's kind of scary, because that is a complete personality shift. Up until that point, she is extremely nice towards Lucy, albeit a little bit controlling and crazy, because she is Brandish. You've seen her so far. She is a little bit of a... she's a little bit cuckoo. She's a little bit cuckoo, but then again, she can be, because she's extremely powerful. She can manipulate mass, she makes shit shrink or whatever. She could destroy you, no problem. She's immensely strong. She's a scary, scary person, because once again, the other person with sort of magic like that is Guildarts, and once again, a superbly powerful person in the world of Fairy Tail, so yeah. And immediately after finding out, of course, she starts shrinking the house, so Lucy has to run out, and who shows up to back Lucy up? It's good old Kana, who I'm actually excited for to see more action of, because I feel like they've put Kana a bit back. She is the daughter of guild arts and stuff, of course there's some expectations from people, and she, I don't know, I like card magic, okay? She's a very cool lady, a drunken crazy lady, and she teamed up with Lucy during Tenrou. So I'm very excited to see them being a team again, because they work quite well together, and Lucy just pops out her Aries star dress, which is awesome, because I love her battle forms, okay? I love the fact that Lucy got that, so she can actually be more of a combat wizard, instead of just relying on your spirits exclusively. It's very cool to have this. So that is going to be a very, very interesting showdown, because it's Kana and Lucy versus a Spriggan. Marin is kind of out of the count. Honestly, I don't even think he should try to dabble with this, because Brandish doesn't give a shit. She doesn't need an underling to fight as well, so it's 2 versus 1, I want to say. Marin is also still shrunken, so look, let's just forget Marin for a second. It's going to be quite the showdown, really. And another thing about Brandish as well, she doesn't want to explain the story. She says, it's a long and irritating story that I don't want to get into right now. So I assume we're going to get it, like, maybe it's going to be one of those cases where potentially they beat Brandish. At this point, I don't see them beating Brandish, honestly, because once again, she terrifies me. Still, a lot of her stuff is unknown. She easily deflected the entire group of Fairy Tail just off of the island before as well. She's capable. She's insanely capable. That shows as well, because she just showed up in Magnolia itself, in Lucy's bathtub, like, what's up? I'm just here. I don't care. I snuck in. She just did that. It's a little bit terrifying, because she really, yeah, caution to the wind, I gotta say. Caution to the crazy wind. So it's insanely interesting. It's going down. Beyond that, to sum up that talk about the whole naked battle, quite good, sure. There'll be some crazy fan service once the anime comes out. But then again, the anime has kind of taken a bad turn, so I'm relying on the manga for now. I'm relying on the manga because it's the source material, it's glorious, it's wonderful. I think it's a crazy quality manga still, and I'm very happy with the direction that it's going. So anyway, excited to see more about the Heartophilia family, excited to find out more about Lucy's mother as well, the actual ties between Brandish and Layla. That's gonna be interesting, because I've got no clue. I just want to say, like, maybe it's like an obsession with the royals or something in certain countries, like, oh, it's a princess, oh, I like it so much, oh, it's a queen or something. Like, maybe it's to that level, because the Heartophilia family was insanely rich, so you could say, oh, it's sort of a princess-ish kind of thing. They were noble-ish people, for sure. That's what I'm trying to say here. And then we get back to the actual battle with Natsu versus Bakel, and Gajeel versus good old Karim. And we see that they've been shot to damn pieces. Now, the cool thing here is that the underlings didn't really wear them down, but you did see marks of them somewhat actually having to put in effort. You see some scratches and whatever else, some dirt and everything. Like, it's not like it was just an easy whoosh fight or anything like that. I don't know what that attack is, but somebody do something with that. Thank you very much. But yeah, they cleared him out until good old Bakel wakes up because he was feigning his own defeat, and he tries to sucker punch Natsu. Now, I'm not a Dragon Slayer or anything. I'm not a mage or whatever else. But having observed Natsu throughout the entire show and whatever else, but then again, I gotta say, Bakel is an idiot. This also proves once again that he was all brawn, no brains. He thought, oh, this is a clever little trick. I'm gonna feign my death, and then I'm gonna stomp him on his head. And what resulted in that? Well, it resulted in Natsu fucking guild arts punching him to the goddamn moon through the airship that Erza and Gajeel were fighting on. And in that moment, in the opportunity Natsu created, unknowingly or actually full well knowingly, I don't know yet, Erza took the advantage, took the element of surprise back, and actually struck a vital blow to Gajeel. He was not able to turn his body into sand or anything. I guess Gajeel was kind of just blown away to the fact that the Azir Squad was harmed. And he already came off as a very arrogant fuck when he tried to hunt down Fairy Tail, and Luxus almost one-shot him, by the way. And he was saved by the crazy Mage King, one of the other Spriggans. He was saved by him, And the guy even told Gajeel, like, you would be dead if I did not shield you. Stop being so reckless. That would have killed you. Which also hints at that Lexus has become a fucking monster once again. A fucking monster. I'm really excited to see if he's near Guildart's levels. But then again, Guildarts has also been improving. So, I don't fucking know anymore, dude. I don't know. So, that's very cool. Erza, I hope she's gonna prevail. If Fairy Tail takes, like, the first victory in this fight, that would be crazy, and I like it so far. It's a very, very good issue. It ends on that note, pretty much. Erza's hope is pretty much renewed, because Bakel has been shot through the fucking airship, so he's in for a rough time, and Kareem decides, you know what? I'm actually gonna feign my death, because Bakel is a fucking idiot. I'm just gonna lie here and pretend like I'm dead. Smart guy right there. Smart guy. Just get the hell out, because the Azir Squad is getting stomped. Now, there are more airships and everything coming, so this is not the last of the troops. Alvera's Empire has a lot of mages and everything to... They have a lot of... Well, everything is pretty much expendable for the Alvera's Empire, because Zeref calls him pawns, so he doesn't give a shit, really. So they're gonna send everything they have at them. And none of the Spriggans have been defeated yet. We'll see if this actually kills Gajeel. I want to say it won't... Maybe it won't kill him, I don't know. He might have, like, some last effort attempt or something, but clearly Gajeel is a gassy, smug bag bastard who was far too arrogant and let his guard down in that moment of surprise, and yeah, Erza ran with it. It shows how competent Erza still is, how much of a goddamn god-glorious mage she is. I love her. Erza, she's my favorite, okay? Anyway, guys, that's how I want to round it up. I think I did a better job today, because I wasn't as crazy long-winded. We still have some panels that are relevant as well, and hopefully you guys like this. Let me know in the comments down below if I especially want to know if I somehow improved as well, because I want to start making less long-winded ones. That's why I also am writing down bullet points now about stuff that I actually want to discuss, so I make sure that I discuss everything I actually want to cover, etc, etc. Thank you guys so much for watching this Fairy Tail chapter review, A Battle of Naked, and yeah, see you next time for more. Also, keep in mind, we're doing Fire Brigade and Bleach. That is a thing as well. Thank you guys very much for watching. See you next time.